The first card you have your past is the Star. Beautiful card. I love this card. So what I'm getting here is, this is really amazing, actually. It looks amazing. The first thing is, it's probably going to sound a bit dramatic to you, but there's a lot of really dynamic energy around this. It's like something's destined to happen. And I think it was formulating, like things were forming, moving around to kind of fit into the right places to kind of make this happen, if that makes sense. That's what was happening at that time. And I think things still are happening like that. They're still kind of moving around so that these things fall into place. Now, I'm seeing a love connection here. I'm seeing a lot of love here. There are other things as well, but I'll start with that. So I think there's someone here, someone who you might have had a bit of backwards and forwards with. There's a lot of patience around this as well. I think you've been more patient with this person, with them, than you would have been with anyone else, actually, because you're not the most patient person, but you are with them. You know, you're not very patient. You like to move forward, you like to get things done and all of that, but you've been so patient with them, really patient, which is amazing. But and it's a good thing, and that shows me how special they actually are to you. You know, they're not perfect, they have faults, they probably exasperated you a few times, and you've been backwards and forwards, I'm seeing that. But they're very special to you, and that's why you're patient. And I think you're coming together. I think you are coming together. And I think that's what's kind of being moved around. Things are being moved around to let you both come together. That's what I'm seeing. Very, very beautiful. I think what's happening is they're starting to realise that you're who they want and that you're where they want to be. Because they want to go towards you. It's like, where do I want to be? That's where I feel like I want to be. I want to go there. So I'm following that. I'm following the star. And it's like they know that that's the right thing for them, and they just feel that. It's not a head thing. This is a kind of a gentle heart realization. It's like, oh yes, I'm feeling that in my heart. It's very slow. I'm kind of warming to them, and I'm gradually getting there. You know, it's not going to be a great big huge explosion. It's not going to be like they come run towards you like a love story and you kind of pick them up and whatever. It's not going to be like that. This is like a gradual connection, very gradual, because, you know, this is starlight. It's slow, it's peaceful, and it's when all the birds find a place to sleep. So it's happening gently, and you know, things were falling into place to make all of that happen for you. So I think you might have some logistic problems around this, logistical problems. I think you might, maybe you're apart, or maybe your work schedules might not quite connect or something. One of you might work at night time because this is starlight, this is the star, I don't know. And I'm just seeing two people missing each other as well, not quite being able to fit in logistically properly. But I think as things progress between you, I think you'll find that groove. You know, you'll get into a routine with all of that. The other thing I'm seeing here is it's sort of being in this right place at the right time. You know, I don't know if there's something. I don't know if there's something you're trying to promote. It's like, if you do, I think you'll find more people picking up on this. I'm getting something creative. So, you know, it might be that people see your work. It might be art or music. It can be other things. But, you know, people see these things or hear your work or whatever it is, and they start to tell other people. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. It's slow. It's like slowly and surely. There's a lot of slowness, things sort of gently coming together. But I think you'll find the interest around this picking up, but it's at a pace that's right for you. Both of these things, I think, if they happen suddenly, you wouldn't be ready. You might feel as if you would be, but I don't think you actually would be. So they're all kind of happening at the right time for you, and the energy's moving around, and it's like the universe is moving things around very slowly so that you're ready for each step at the right time. That's kind of what I'm seeing in that card. Okay, the next card you have your pasts, the Page of Cups. So, okay, this is what I'm getting here. Yeah, I think someone might have been trying to get at you in some way, throw you off your game. Not in a horrible way, not in a nasty way. It's just, in little ways. It's quite subtle. It feels very subtle to me. It feels a bit like, chattering, comments, all of that kind of thing. And I think this was all coming from someone who used to know you. Okay, what I'm seeing is, yeah, there's an old life. Like, I'm seeing an old life. So this person was from an old life. It's a rocky life. I think you were around this person at some time. I think you had quite a difficult life at that time, not just with them, but generally, and also with some of the other people who are around them as well. I'm getting this, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but I'll say it anyway. Someone tried to fit you into a mold, or a group of people tried to fit you into a certain mold, and you didn't quite fit into that mold. I'm seeing one person, maybe this is an ex, and yeah, they had people around them as well, and they were kind of agreeing with them, encouraging them, enabling them, and all of that. And you didn't fit into that mold. That's what I'm seeing. Because if you look at this fish, he's in this carp, but he's trying to jump out, so he doesn't fit into the mold. He doesn't fit into the carp. And, you did jump out. You did jump out. And now, I think because whoever this is, they can't get to you. They can't get close to you now. I think they're just trying to chat or have these little subtle comments or whatever they're doing. And the really nice thing about this is, I don't think you're taking this very seriously. You're not taking this seriously. They're saying these little things, trying to kind of catch you off guard or do whatever they're doing. And you're kind of sitting there saying, well, okay, they can do that if they like. I don't really take them seriously. And I'm really happy. This is a fun card. This is kind of a funny card. And this page, he looks a bit like a jester. He's kind of dressed in this crazy way. So yeah, you might even be laughing at them or laughing at this or whatever, laughing at them. I hope you're laughing at them. So yeah, I'm really, really glad you have this attitude. This is resonating with you, because I think that's a really good way to deal with them, actually. This is what this feels like. It feels like I'm above that now. I'm beyond all of this nonsense. I'm above that. I'm rising above it. And if they kind of come to me with this kind of nonsense, I'm not going to take it very seriously. That's what I'm getting there. Okay, so the last card you have, your past, the chariot. Yeah, I think this is following on from the star, because this is about this person, this love connection. Yeah, they're definitely coming close to you. They're heading towards you in this chariot. And look at this man. He's got this beautiful golden star on his head. So it's almost like they're being led by their instincts. It's like he's being led by this star. And, they might be traveling on this journey towards you. It's like an inner journey. And I think it might be subconscious, actually, because it feels a little bit like they're thinking something like, I don't know why I feel led to this person. I don't know why I feel led to them, but I am. I just am. I don't know why. So that's how they are. Their instincts are telling them to move towards you. Everything is. And they're just doing that. They're just following their feelings. And yeah, they're just going to keep on following that feeling until they get there. It's kind of subconscious. That's what I'm getting. And then as they get closer and closer and their feelings develop even more, they'll be more conscious about this, and they'll be 100% sure that this is what they want. That's what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. This beautiful, very slow, very, very gentle coming together, very gradual. That's what I'm seeing there. Very, very beautiful. Okay, so the first card you have for your presence, the Seven of Cups. Yes. Okay, this might be a warning, actually. This is a really tricky card. It can be about confusion, and usually, not always, but usually, it's about someone deliberately trying to make you think something or feel a certain way, and it's for an agenda. It's for a reason that suits them and not you. So they're trying to get you to. It's kind of almost like manipulation, and I'm also getting this feeling of oh, that's all behind me now. That's all gone. I've moved on from that. I've moved on from these people or the situation. It was all wrong for me, and I've moved forward. So I think that's from these people in your past that I was seeing in the Page of Cups, and yeah, because I keep on seeing someone trying to turn you into something else. Trying to turn you into something else. this is really strange. There's some kind of big illusion here, or it's like a big illusion. I don't know if that has anything to do with this, with the organized religion or some kind of organization where everyone has to sort of follow the rules. It feels like that to me. It feels like you had to follow along with someone, some kind of belief system. And I think you're probably open-minded to this at one time, but then you changed your mind about these beliefs. And especially the people around the beliefs. I think the people were the first thing. I think you kind of think, no, I don't like being around these people. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with that. And then you started thinking about the actual system. And then again, also there's this not fitting into a mold, and that kind of fits into that as well. So I think it's a similar thing that I'm seeing here. So what I'm seeing here is someone from that time in your life. Just watch out for this, because I think they're going to come and talk to you. I'm seeing a phone call. I'm getting a lot of questions coming from someone. And yeah, I'm not getting a very good feeling around this. So yeah, this is a warning. That's what this says. You've already left this thing or this person once or whatever, or this group, I should say. And you might have even physically moved away from everything and everyone. But I don't think you're going to go back. But I think if you start engaging with any of these people again, or opening up or whatever, I think it might open up a lot of old emotions for you, and you don't need any of that opened up again. So I'm getting this really big stay away feeling. It's like, because you've got this beautiful, beautiful, gentle, organic connection that's coming up, and you've got a lot of work things, other things that you have to concentrate on. So don't let this hijack your mind and your emotions. Don't go back there. There's a bit of guilt here as well. So I think you might have been made to feel guilty by some of these people at one time. And there's no need for you to feel like that at all. So yeah, this is what I'm getting with that. It's kind of a warning signal. So just watch out for one of these people or someone around them coming back to contact you. Definitely a phone call. It's definitely a phone call. Okay, so the next card you have your presence, Judgment. Yeah, this is a really interesting card to get here, because, I was picking up on some kind of group with a belief system. It might even be a full-on religious organization that you've kind of moved on from. Now, okay, I just want to say this. I'm not judging any kind of religion. My belief is that everyone finds their own path, and, everyone should be free to believe whatever they want, to practice whatever they want, as long as they're not hurting other people or harming other people. But whatever this particular thing wasn't for you. It wasn't a fit for you. You were like a fish out of water, like the fish in the cup in this page of cards. And something's hidden here. And it's going to come out. Like these people are kind of jumping out of their boxes. Like, right, I'm coming out now. So, this is going to come out, because I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at the Seven of Cups as well. And the Seven of Cups can be about being left in the dark, not sure about something, things being hidden and all of that. And the Judgment card's about things coming out, things being revealed, realized. It can be about apologies, it can be about all kinds of different things like that. So when I look at those together, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, and this is what I'm seeing as well. I have no idea whether this is going to make any sense to anyone at all, but I'm saying more of these things now as I see them, even if they don't make sense. So here we go. So someone, I think someone in this belief system, whoever this is, I think they were really loudly against something. So this was something they thought was bad or wrong. It was like they were blowing their trumpet, like this angel, saying, that's wrong, that's bad, I'm against this, I'm against that. It's terrible, these people are doing this thing and I'm against it. It's really bad, really wrong. That's kind of what I'm getting they were saying. And it's a bit like the Shakespeare quote. What is it? The lady doth protest too much. I think it's from Hamlet, I can't remember, but it's all about, if someone's it's about if someone's over-saying things. You know, for example, if someone's been caught out and they say, oh, it's not me, I didn't do that. And they go on and on with all these long-winded explanations and stories about why it couldn't possibly be them, and they haven't done this, and they go on and on and on. It probably is them. That's what that quote's about. So it's sort of like this person was saying, I hate this group of people, they're really wrong, and that's wrong, and all of that. And I think what's going to be revealed is that they're probably the one doing that thing that they're protesting against. So it's really funny when things like that happen. It happens quite a lot, actually. So I don't know how you're going to find this out, and you might not even find this out, but what this tells me is that you're 100% right to get away from these individuals. And, you know, even if this didn't come out, it doesn't matter. If something's not right for you, it's just not. You know, you wouldn't go around wearing clothes that didn't fit you because they'd be uncomfortable and they wouldn't be right for you. So it's just like that. It's just like, this is not a good fit for you. You're a fish out of water. You couldn't fit the mold. And, you know, there's this thing that comes out as well. A little bit of a hypocritical kind of thing that's coming out that I'm seeing there as well. So, okay, so the last card you have for your presents, the King of Pentacles. Right, so obviously this is about money, and yeah, it's a slow, steady build-up of money. I think this is also about turning your back on a lot of what was in your past, and you had to do that. You had to do that to be able to do whatever this new thing is, this new business or this new job or whatever this thing is that's building up this money for you. And I think in your past, maybe you felt as if something else was going to be a stability. You kind of pinned your hopes on something, and then you realised that wasn't correct, or that wasn't what you wanted, and you turned your back on that. Because there's a castle in the back of this card behind this king, and obviously anything to do with houses or castles in the tarot usually is about your home, your stability, where your stability is. And this king has his back to it. So you had to turn your back on all of that to kind of follow this new path. And I don't think this path's been easy for you. You know, I think there have been a few times when you've doubted yourself. You might be feeling a bit like that now, actually, because I think this is probably a message to tell you that you are on the right track. It's like a reminder. You know, you have doubts, but doubts are normal. So, you know, you're absolutely doing the right thing. You're on the right path, or you're on a track toward leading you to the right thing. That's what I'm seeing there. So, and this might be, I think this might be why I was feeling this warning so strongly, because if you are going through a doubtful time, you don't want any of these people putting things in your head or setting you back emotionally. So absolutely don't go back, move forward. That's a big message there. And you're moving in the right direction. So stay going in that direction. Okay, so the first card you have for your future, Strength. Yeah, you're definitely going to have to manage. This is about managing someone. So you're going to have to manage some people who are coming back to talk to you. So one might be more. It might be different people talking to you at different times. So if this is resonating about this situation, just remember that I think you had an obligation to them once. I think for some reason, that's what I'm getting, that you did have some kind of obligation to these people once, but you don't now. You don't owe them anything. You do not owe these people anything. So just remember that. And you know, you're moving forward, not just in terms of your money and work, but in your practical life. It's like you're moving into yourself. You're moving into your true self, if that makes sense. You're a fish out of water, and now you're moving into your true self. I'm just looking at this King of Pentacles again. Look at all these vine leaves. They're all over this king. They're like a big, heavy weight. And I think this is what you used to feel like around these people. So just remember that feeling. Just remember what that felt like. And just remember, you don't want to go back there again. You don't want to feel like that again. So that's if these people kind of tempt you and guilt you to coming back and opening up and talking and going back and all of that. Just remember that feeling. You don't want to go back to that again. That's what I'm getting in that card. That's another reminder for you. Okay, so the next card you have for your future is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely money coming in. There are pentacles everywhere, all over this. So I just think you're going to be just sort of keeping your head down for a while, just putting in the hours, putting in the days, working away day after day. I think that's how the success is gradually going to start to pour in for you. There's a real feeling in this whole reading of things happening gradually, slowly, gently, organically, and that's the right pace for you. It's going to feel, it's sometimes it's going to feel right to you, sometimes it isn't. You are a fire sign, so, but yeah, I think you're going to know. I think you know deep down that things are going to come in when you're ready. You're a lot happier than you used to be, I think, by this time. And now you are too. You're not a fish out of water anymore. You still have some doubts. I think you're still finding your feet. You might be feeling a little bit stressed about money right now. I think I'm seeing a lot of responsibilities around you. So you might be feeling like, is this the right thing for me? Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? I just don't know. I'm having all these doubts. I think deep down you are. I think your instincts are telling you that you are, and success is definitely on the way to you, but it's gradual. So of course, as a fire sign, you want things to happen now, and if you don't see signs now, you kind of start to panic and you think, no, I want it to happen now, I want it to happen now. But again, it's happening at the right time. And I think also, because I'm looking at the Strength card as well, and that can be about taming yourself. So this is about calming yourself down. If you start to have these doubts, if you start to have these feelings of impatience and all of that, calm yourself down, just like this woman's calming this lion. That's how you're going to have to be. Yeah, you're going to have to calm yourself down. Just pace yourself. Just go from day to day. Just keep on working, pushing forward. You will get there. You absolutely will get there. Okay, so the last card you have for your future is the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, this is kind of about what I was seeing in the Four of Pentacles as well, I think. Yeah, there might be something coming up for you. It's some kind of offer, might be a job offer or some kind of business offer. And because I'm getting these kind of doubts and this worry and wanting things to hurry up and all these little kind of feelings around this, you might be tempted to take up this offer or say yes to this or you might be tempted to apply to something, some kind of job or something like that. You might think, oh no, I better get a job, I'd better do this, I'd better say yes. Oh, here's an offer, I have to do this because I'm really worried about money. I'm kind of worried about being on the right track and all of that. So if you know what this says, and if you have applied for this, or if you have put in for this or whatever, I hate to say this, but I think this is going to fall through. And obviously when that happens, if it happens, it is going to be stressful. Obviously it's going to be disappointing, but it's going to be for the best. Because if you're going through this, I know you're not going to want to hear this if you are going through this, but it is for the best. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be on this path, following this gradual increase. You're on the right path then. But if you do all these other things, if you panic and say, oh, I better get a job, I better do this, I better get another job, I better do whatever, that's the wrong path. Anything that's around panicking or doing things quickly is not the right path for you, because the King of Pentacles does things very, very slowly, and he gets there slowly. That's the right path for you. So stick to this path you're on. It's going to lead to abundance. Try to be patient as you can.